Are we on? We're live? Okay.
You're live.
All right. Good afternoon, friends and family. This is Micah Wolfe-Parsons coming to you from Wolfe Customs in beautiful Neosho, Missouri. Well, I'm going to title this episode, A Day in the Life of Micah Wolfe-Parsons. Most of my days are mundane. I have a lot of fun. Jimmy and I, we build custom cars. And as you know, I've been working on a Humvee and really loving that project. I'm loving it even more now that it's almost finished. But today, I had to stop doing the Humvee and work on some things that I call responsibility. So let me back up to yesterday. I did something new yesterday that I've never done before. I went up to the local Votech school and I volunteered for a day, worked with the kids. They're getting ready for a competition. And I worked with the auto body class and judged some welding and handed out some of my trademark secrets on how I do some welding. And I had a blast, so I'm going to work with those kiddos again. And really made me happy. So I'm looking forward to it, doing more. And anyway, yesterday afternoon I was coming home and just leaving Joplin and the truck died. It just went bleh. So let me back up. This is our truck. This is glamorous. It's a 88 F250, has a 460 5-speed 2-wheel drive. We bought it 4 years ago for $1,800, and I kid you not, we've not even put, you think even $1,000 in this, Jimmy?
No, maybe 500, maybe.
maybe 750. But this has been a very dependable truck and dirt cheap. But it died, and I had a suspicion it was the ignition module. So this morning, I had to call a wrecker, which I hardly ever have to do that, but I figured for driving it for 4 years and putting $750 in it, and that include oil changes, tires, brake job, just miscellaneous stuff. I said, I can afford a wrecker. So we had a wrecker pick it up and brought me home. And today we went down to Neosho to the parts store and got an ignition module. And for those of you who are watching our Facebook, I posted a post this morning. Jimmy and I were at the coffee shop drinking hot coffee because we had to warm up.
Being a yuppie.
Yeah, we were being yuppies. We drove the Humvee to town because this was down, and this is our daily driver. It doesn't look like much, but it is dependable. Well, so it's sitting back here. We had to drive the Humvee to town, and mind you, the Humvee doesn't have door skins or door glass yet, and it's about 35 degrees, so we were pretty cold. Anyway, so I came back and I replaced the ignition module. Then I was getting ready to check out the timing mark on the harmonic balancer, and lo and behold, I was looking at it and I'm like, well, I don't think that's supposed to be loose. I don't know. And this was coming out, so I'm like, well, golly, I have a bigger job to do today. So now mind you, I don't do a lot of, I call this more mechanical work. I'm good at fabrication. And so I thought, well, first thing I need to do is gather up my tools. And I thought back on looking through all the car magazines and other photos on Facebook. It shows glamorous women, and they're posing by their car. I guess it's their husband's car or someone's car. They might have a hammer, and some of them are posing. They have a pipe wrench, and I thought, well, I need a pipe wrench to work on my truck. And other ones are posing. They're working on the engine, but they also have a welding visor. I don't know. And yet other ones are posing working on the engine. They're holding a paint gun. So I thought I needed my paint gun out too. And so that's how I started my day here. I gathered up the necessary tools, the hammer, the pipe wrench, the paint gun, and the welding visor, and I went to work. And so through the course of the day, I changed a harmonic balancer. We also had a leaking power steering pump. Been putting that project off forever. So, took the reservoir apart, changed the O-rings, changed the low pressure line, And we had a brand new high pressure line that I hadn't put on yet. So I went ahead and changed that high pressure line. And let's see, so we fixed the ignition module, the leak in the power steering, fixed the harmonic balancer. So anyway, it's all back together, and used a timing light, and we retimed the engine, and guess what? It runs great. So anyway, this is kind of a silly video, but it is a day in the life of Micah Parsons. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like my YouTube channel, leave a comment if you want. Give me some suggestions on more content. Obviously, I'm grasping at straws. But anyway, I'll give you an